What's up, y'all? What's up, guys? This is Drika here, checking in real quick because I had some quick information I kind of wanted to share with you guys and kind of see where you guys are at in your business and your brand. What's up, Envy Ray? What's up? What's up? I'm about to get into the topic here. Welcome in, everyone, as y'all come in. So, the topic that I wanted to dive into today is simply about how comfortable you feel talking about money in your brand, or even just talking about money, or how comfortable you feel about the conversation of money, and just understanding that when you are building your brand, you are creating your reality. You are pretty much putting yourself out there in a way that shows how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the life that you currently are living, and therefore the life that you see yourself creating. So when you know that you are a woman or a business person, an entrepreneur of value, then of course you are willing to put yourself out there in a way that speaks to that level. Okay, so when it comes to you speaking about money in your brand, it's also a part of you understanding the quality of life or your lifestyle that you are actually living and creating, and therefore also building upon, right? Because people often talk about building, but they don't actually go into how that should look in their actual presentations and their content, and the way that they speak, and the way that they talk, and the way that they show up in the world, and the way that they are with people, with the public, with family and friends, or just overall as a person, as a being, right? And when I think about myself, when it comes to this concept, I think about how I carry myself, how I feel about myself, how I articulate myself, and also communicate who I am at any given moment, right? And I know for me, I feel very much worthy and deserving of the finer things, luxury, quality, all of the good things in life, right? And because I see myself and carry myself in that way, in that regard, and have that self-respect, I feel like it oozes out in so many different ways, right? It oozes out in how I set parameters or boundaries for myself. It oozes out in how I build my brand or communicate. And this is one of the reasons why I have longevity, because of the fact that no matter what it is that I'm doing, I am always being 100% authentic in that, right? And one of the beautiful things about it is that I know that no matter what, people are going to have their own perception and articulation, or even how they may receive you and how you are actually being, right? And so I made a post earlier that said, if you cannot handle my authenticity, then you are not for me. Okay, and it's quite simple, right? Because when you think about your relationships or your dynamics with other people, how you interact with them, you have to understand that if people have a certain perception or perceive you in a certain way, that is strictly their own mind and their own thinking, right? And when it comes to building a brand, it is about you articulating your self-concept. And sorry guys, I got a phone call coming in. Peace, Jayla. How you doing, love? I have a phone call coming in, so I don't know if it showed up or not. But peace, lovely. So I'm sure that this live probably went mute, but I think we're back on board now. Okay, so we're talking about self-concept here, and the ability to recognize who you are, right? And knowing who you are in your approach to doing business with other people, right? And also knowing that, that matters when it comes to building a brand, especially when it comes to your brand awareness, you getting new clients, word of mouth, your reputation, your testimonials, your reviews, the experiences that people have with you, especially over time, right? Because over time, people will have built a certain dynamic or relationship with you, and sometimes, or most times, hopefully, in many different ways, that will evolve, that will grow, and hopefully deepen in many other ways for you as you continue. But the most important part is, even if you had certain dynamics with, let's say, people from the past or clients or anything like that, that may have evolved into a different dynamic, or it looks different, that does not mean that things cannot change for the better or for another regard. But all of it is perfect, right? But I said that to say, because you see how this plays out, not only in your client relationships, in your personal relationships, but also in your business, right? Even in your brand, even in how you may show up online, right? You may have a certain presentation that you have, and then you can change it at any time, and then it kind of shifts, and it kind of go like the ebbs and flow of business, right? Because your business is your creativity, and the more that you share your creativity, your expression, that will just ooze out in many, many different ways. Like, for example, like the content that my email list gets, the messages that my email list gets, is completely a whole different tone and delivery and conversation than what I actually share and post on my social media, right? Because it's like a different level of intimacy, right? So have you ever seen how different people will bring out different versions of you? Okay, it's kind of the same way for me. I noticed that like different let's say systems or different apps or different modalities will bring out different versions of you, right? And I realized that for myself, because how I speak in my emails, how I send my emails, like the way I articulate, like it's like I'm almost like in a text message thread, right? But it's like it's a different conversation. It's more intimacy, it's more depth, it's more personal, it's more me sharing more about things that I'm actually I hold dear to my heart, and things that I love and that I want people to know about, and just it's just a whole different level versus on my Instagram or my social media. Sometimes it's just like I'm sharing a certain image. It's authentic, but it's also just an image that shows a different level of authority, right? It shows a different level of my personality, and it's like to see that there is these different tiers of access, I would call it, different tiers of creativity, different tiers of presentation, my best approach when it comes to keeping things simple is to just let it be natural, let it be authentic, let it flow, right? And let it just be, because it's all perfect. And I know it's because of when you have a business, when you have a brand, you're displaying the multiple dimensions, right? Like I'm saying, the multiple dimensionality of the brand. And so when you have a brand, it's going to have these multiple dimensions. It's going to bring out these different aspects. And so I know a concept, a part of me actually does value and care about money and success and achievements and really, winning and growing and evolving, right? And so all of those things that are authentic to me, I like nice things. I like to eat nice foods. I like to go to nice places. I like to travel. I like to, have intimate relationships. I like to have new experiences. I like to grow. I like just so many different things. And so it's just about letting yourself be all of these things and finding ways that will support you having all of it, right? And I say it like that because I'm a person that believes that you can have it all. You can encompass it all, right? And there are ways to do so, especially when you have the systems and the strategy to support you on the back end. And so this is all about exploring more about who you are, knowing your identity, knowing what your needs are, right? And knowing how to fulfill them. And if you're still struggling with how that looks for you, how to bring that together, what that even looks like, or just needing more insight or details on what I'm explaining here today, or to just give you more imagery, then I definitely encourage you to sign up for my Deeper Than Beauty free webinar. I'm going to be hosting the next live one is on the 20th, so that's in about 2 days. I think that's on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. And it's at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But when you sign up for the webinar, when you sign up to attend it, you still will get access to the replay if you don't make it to the live experience. I highly encourage you to make it to the live experience, because the live experience is just so much energy, is so much things that are activating. It's the excitement and things that you get to have and experience the up level from there. But regardless of whenever you receive the information, it's going to be new, it's going to be fresh, and it's going to be activating. So being in the live energy just makes it more exciting and fun. But regardless, you're still going to get what you need from it. But I encourage you guys to get inside of my webinar. That is the first point of contact for you to start your journey with working with me and for mentorship and going deeper. Because once you get into the webinar, you'll also be added into my email list, where you can get deeper insight, deeper wisdom, and exclusive information that really just never makes it online. And it's just perfect. It's designed that way. Like, it's just what it is, right? And so we have a whole different world that is just beyond what you may see here on my Instagram and on my YouTube or my social media, whatever. But know that you can go further with me in this work. Deeper Than Beauty is my 6-month mentorship program that allows you to get a full system support, just creation on top of just knowing, right? This is knowledge, just knowledge and just powerful information that is going to help you forever. This is how you create your forever business, okay? So for those of you who are bold and courageous and who are ready to invest in yourselves, make that choice, make that step. You are deserving, you are worthy. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you guys enjoy your evening. My next live presentation will be in the webinar, and I hope to see you guys there. All right, take care.